Welcome to your next tutorial. This tutorial we'll be learning about what are they called? Interfaces. For now, just leave this food, leave this people, and just leave this lesson 1 there too. These I guess we'll be using these a little later on when you learn about other things, but for now just leave them there. Interfaces, they are really confusing. Trust me, you may have a hard time with them. I might split this up into 2 parts because interfaces can be a little confusing. I'm a little ahead of myself. First, all you have to do is make an interface, and I'll be going over again what interfaces are good for a little later. Interface, name. Let's name this interface. Trying to think. What should I name this? Yogurt. I don't know why I'm doing yogurt. Just do yogurt. So what are interfaces for? Well, guess what? They're another type. So as I told you, a class, people is a type, food is a type, and now yogurt is a type. Not a type of food, it's just a type. You can name it whatever you want. For now, just do yogurt. This is the thing. If I were to have, okay, hold on real fast, I'm ahead of myself again. You can have public static void eat yogurt, right? And in here again, as you probably guessed, you can have yogurt objects. So yog, sure. Now and then just system.out.println eating yogurt, right? And you're about to say, okay, just like enumerations and just like everything else, you can do yog equals new yogurt, right? And wrong. Yogurt is, interfaces are a little different than enumerations and classes in the fact that they have to be other classes have to use them before they become useful. As in enumerations, they can stand alone, and so can classes, and they can also clash too. These have to be used by something else before they can be used. I don't know, that might sound a little confusing. What I mean is, in order for yogurt to be used, a class has to inherit it or implement it. And let me show you what that means. So if we do implements yogurt, you see it doesn't give us any errors. If you run it, whatever. Lesson 1, right? No errors. What I just did is now people is a type of people, and there's also a type of yogurt. So you can't just pass a regular yogurt object. A class has to implement that. And now, since this takes a yogurt object, now you can do eat yogurt, and now you can pass in a new person object, because that's also a type yogurt. 12 and Jenny. And I don't know if that makes any sense. A person implementing a yogurt interface. Just ignore for now. And as you can probably imagine, this is a little bit more confusing, and I'll be going over this in some more advanced tutorials. You can also have yogurt as a return type and give yogurt, right? And you can return a new people or whatever inherits yogurt. So 12 and Bobby, Susan. And I know this is really confusing. You're saying, okay, a yogurt object, but it's returning a person, or even this, a yogurt as a parameter, but you're putting a person in. That is because people implements yogurt, which means it is now a person and it is a yogurt object. So that really does it. I mean, interfaces are harder than enumerations because they're not so straightforward, and you can do people, Bobby, Susan equals give yogurt. I don't even understand how that makes sense. But one more thing with enumerations, and this is going to blow a lot of people's mind. If you want to say people equals something, you know, even though people extends yogurt, you kind of have to do a little bit more. You know, yogurt, people inherits yogurt, shouldn't just be straightforward. You have to add a cast to it. So, or no, I'll try to explain this in some other tutorial. I know this is really confusing. If you guys are confused, leave comments below, ask questions or anything. But what I basically did, and let me just go through this. Yogurt is an interface. It's a type. If people implement an interface, it is of type people and yogurt. Just like enumerations are a type. Food is a type. Eat yogurt. What we did is, so we have a yogurt object, and since people is of type people and yogurt, we can pass in a people object into here. So we just passed in Jenny, who is 12 feet tall, and basically it just says system.eating yogurt. I know that's not really that great of a example. We'll be learning about methods and interfaces a little later, next tutorial probably. And what we did is, okay, so Jenny whatever, system out eating yogurt. And in here, public static yogurt, give yogurt, we're returning a person object, which is both a person and a yogurt, which makes no sense, as I said. People Bobby Susan equals this, but since give yogurt, since it's just normally a yogurt object, Bobby Susan, you have to cast this so that it's a person object, but that's okay because person implements yogurt. If person did not implement yogurt, you could not do this. Right here, we can do this, and you definitely couldn't do this. That's your real quick tutorial. I know it's really confusing. Next tutorial, in fact, don't even worry about this stuff. That's just the really confusing stuff. This is what you want to learn more about. This is the point of the tutorial right here, and about implementing in yogurt. Next tutorial we'll be doing a bit more with interfaces, putting methods in here, and using them in people. Until then, see you later.